look at me. Third video in 3 days. I am kicking butt, but I know it's not gonna last forever. Anyway, hey, today I wanted to talk about the importance of staying fit and trying to prepare yourself best, whether you're into just hiking, backpacking, or in the case of this channel and what I do is the combination of backpacking, hiking, a little bit of mountain climbing, and hauling your gear, which is in our case cameras, drones, photography, videography, all that stuff. And so on this channel I'm trying to stay consistent, so bear with me, to try to keep all of this stuff related to that topic. Now today what I'm going to show you is just an example of what I do to try to stay fit and prepared, so when I do go on these long hikes and backpacking trips I don't suffer. Okay, I'm almost coming up on 60 years old, if you can believe that, but I've seen a lot of friends of mine that are half my age that I take with me in backpacking. You know, we're talking nothing, you know, we're not talking Antarctica expeditions here. We're talking about 3-4 days with the you know, with the accompanying 2 or 3 nights of backcountry hiking, backpacking, hauling your gear, you know, between 30 and 40 pounds, and having a good time, enjoying yourself, and that's the name of the game. And so for me, along with that gear that I need for shelter, food, whatnot, I'm also hauling my camera gear, my drone. You know, I've got a little Mavic Mini, so it's perfect, and predominantly GoPros, but once in a while I will bring a mirrorless DSLR. And so that weight, it becomes cumulative. It all adds up. And I remember I used to make fun of people that would count grams, and don't get upset, but I was like, why are we counting grams here? Just what's another pound or two? Well, you learn very quickly, as you all probably know, a pound here, a pound there, and before you know it, you've got an extra 10-15 pounds, and you are not having fun. So besides the weight factor, we also have to consider our conditioning. And like I said, almost coming up on 60, and I have been very lucky to go without any major injuries or surgeries, and pretty much do my best to stay in shape, especially cardiovascularly speaking. Strength training is also important, but I think if you shouldn't have to pick between two things. Maybe I should rephrase that, not having to pick, but both are equally important, strength and cardiovascular. But today I'm going to demonstrate predominantly a cardiovascular workout, and the kind of workout I do and recommend to my friends are something that involves high intensity workouts for a sustained amount of time, usually about 20 to 30 minutes, not more than that, and not less than 15 minutes. And that's just, I'm not a doctor, so just don't be upset. But in general, the benefit for most normal humans is going to have that high heart rate where you are operating and keeping that level for 15 to 30 minutes max, to sustain level. And that really helps to pump the heart up, get you going, and I have found it to be very beneficial to when I do go out backpacking and hiking. So today I'm going to demonstrate a thing I call the 5-5-5. Now, okay, I had to do a little hard cut there. I started going off on a tangent and a rant. I don't want to do that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is describe to you what my routine, the 5-5-5 is, and it really does benefit me cardiovascularly, and also for strength training and torso and your whole body, to be honest with you. Basically what it is you start with a set of 5 burpees, and most of you should know what a burpee is. If not, Google it or look it up on YouTube. But basically I go to a push-up position, jump up into a jumping jack, do a set of 5 of those, get the heart rate going, and then I take off into a sprint here at this park. Now it's about a 50-yard dash. Normally a wind sprint can be anything from 20 to 50 yards. Some people do 100-yard dashes, but I guess that's a little bit different for me. So all I want to do is a sustained wind sprint, run as fast as I can. I got a little slight grade, so it helps to add to the challenge. About a 10% grade. It's not a lot, but it helps. Up to that tree, do a recovery as I walk back. Okay, just walk back in a normal fashion. Breathe, 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 and then start up again on a bear crawl. And a bear crawl is basically, and again, also look that up on YouTube or Google it, is you're walking on your hands and your feet and crawling like a bear all the way back up. And at first, when you first do that, I just recently started doing that, and I thought this is weird. It's not, it seems odd, but it really does help move your joints, your bones, it just gets everything moving in a different fashion. So kind of like a muscle confusion type of workout, I suppose, functional workout. So do that, come back, and that's one set. So I do that 5 times. So again, 5 burpees followed by a wind sprint, walk back to recover, and then followed by a bear crawl back up the same little hill here. Now, I'll do a set of 5 of those. You could probably do more, but if it becomes too easy to do, there's something else you can do to add to the challenge. And in my case, what I do to add to that challenge, those 5 sets, is I add this weighted vest. Now, you can get these on Amazon. It looks like body armor, but it's not. It's just a weighted vest. It's got 2 metal plates in it, in a carrier, and basically allows me to do that same routine, the 5-5-5, but adding the addition of this. And what I like about this is only about 25 pounds. And it's odd, you would think, remember what I said about pounds? What's the big deal? I can feel it, man. I can feel it. These things come in smaller weight sizes. I think 10, 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I think I've seen some as heavy as 45. Now, I would never do that, but some people do. I guess there's some big muscly guys out there, and women. But basically, you add this, and by doing that same routine, it's just adding to the challenge. And the other benefit of adding weight like this is it kind of simulates when you're wearing your backpack gear, right? And for us being camera operators, I wear a pack in the front where I keep my GoPros or my cameras or whatever equipment I'm hauling on that particular shoot. And this really adds weight, not just to your back and shoulders, but to the front. And it really adds to this workout. So I'm going to demonstrate this. I'll do it in real time. I was going to do it in a time lapse, but it goes too fast. The total time that it takes for me to typically do this workout is about 20 minutes. And my heart rate is pumping. It is pumping. And then when I'm done with it, I feel great. And I'll do this about twice a week. And then I do other routines, which I'll demonstrate in other videos, I guess, if you'd like. But I'll do this one at least twice a week, like clockwork. And when I do go on my next hike or backpacking adventure, I really feel the benefits, and it feels great. And like I said, almost coming up on 60, I've had no issues or problems, and I'm feeling good. And I've had, like I said, friends half my age that sometimes are struggling to have fun, and the name of the game at the end of the day is to have fun and enjoy yourself outdoors. So I'll demonstrate this, and we'll see how much I suffer. Cool. That did not feel good. Yeah, so you can hear from the breathing, it is a challenge and it's a workout. That's one set. Do 5 of those and you're gonna feel it, trust me. And like I said, this is just an example of a high intensity workout, doing a lot of stuff to keep that heart pump going, and doing it in a compressed amount of time. So even if you're at home doing burpees, I used to do just the burpees by themselves. Do like, in my case, I do a set of 12, repeat it 5 times. Do 12, catch my breath for like literally a minute, do another 12, a minute rest, 12, and so on. And I'd hit 60. I'm not real good with multiplication, so 5 times 12, 60. Do more, do less, add challenges to it. In this case, ended up doing wind sprints, and then a bear crawl, another challenge, and then of course adding something like a weighted vest, a park with an incline or a hill. All of this stuff goes to one goal, and that is keeping your heart rate sustained and high for between a 15 and 30 minute window. I think if you try to do more than that, I've heard from others, and my disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional trainer, but what I am is a middle-aged man who's been able to enjoy the outdoors and stay in relatively pretty good shape regardless of my age. So what I'm saying is work on that heart rate, work on that cardiovascular, also strength training, and I'll have other videos showing other things that I do, and do what works for you. But as long as you're doing something, and instead of just going to work, being idle until your next backpacking adventure or hike, do something so that you are prepared conditionally to not only continue to go on these hikes and backpacking trips, but actually enjoy it, you know. And that's the whole reason for this. So again, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. Make sure you keep your own pre-existing conditions or limitations in check. Be mindful of them. If you think you need advice from a professional, of course, talk to a doctor or your doctor and get the okay on it. But hopefully, again, everything on this channel has to do with, for those of us that do a lot of professional or hobby, doesn't matter, but like to go filming, take pictures, fly a drone, and do it in places that we get to go enjoy and see on hikes and backpacking. So, and conditioning, as I've demonstrated, is a big part of it. And trust me, you will enjoy yourself a lot more. And who knows, you may want to add those additional pounds of what we call luxury items. And in my case, taking, instead of just eating, and I love dehydrated food, but let's say I want to take my skillet and stuff to make pancakes and bacon. Man, there is nothing better than that on a cold morning when you're out in the middle of the woods. Trust me. But I've got to be able to be prepared to carry those extra 2 or 3 pounds, right? And so stuff like this is what's going to really help with that. All right, cool. I will see you in the next video. Bye.